Stash is a private intelligence inbox for your Mac. Drop in anything, they ask for it back in your own words. Most of us already have a place where we dump things we might need later. It might be Telegram saved messages, a private Discord channel, a notes file called stuff, or a folder full of documents and screenshots. Saving is not a difficult part. The problem begins 2 weeks later when you remember the idea but not its title, the screenshot but not its file name, or the article but not the exact word you used when you saved it. Traditional folders expect us to organize information before we know how we need it. Ordinary search expects us to remember the right keyword. Cloud AI can understand more, but it asks us to upload a private history of our work and life. The old workaround is constant maintenance. You rename every file, create folders, add tags by hand, copy links into a notes app, and hope that today's organization still makes sense months from now. When that fails, we search 5 different apps, we scroll through old messages, or ask a cloud model without giving it a private context that contains a real answer. The information exists, but our tools cannot connect the memory from what we saw with where we put it. Stash replaces that maintenance with one conversation. The same input has 2 modes. In Stash mode, it's an inbox for anything you want to keep. In Ask mode, it becomes a grounded conversations with what you've already saved. There is no second unfamiliar chat screen. It's the text area, the microphone, the page B area, attachments, drag and drop, and keyboard shortcuts stay exactly where they are. You simply change your intent from keep this to help me recall this. Let me save a real bundle of content. I'll drop in a screenshot about ARM Scalable Vector Extension. It's a short note and a reference file as one stash. The stash appears immediately. Saving never waits for a model download or a network response. If local intelligence is still starting, the item is already saved in SQLite and available to browse. In the background, Stash understands the bundle. It gives the item a useful title, writes a concise summary, captures the image, assigns a semantic type, suggests tags, and creates an embedding for meaning-based recall. One Stash can contain up to 24 other images, videos, audio clips, and files, including mixed media. The collection remains one coherent memory instead of exploding into unrelated upload. The input works the way a desktop inbox should. I can paste an image directly from the clipboard, drag files from Finder, or speak. Voice transcription fills the same feed and waits for me to review. It never sends the message itself. Now, I'll switch the same to the composer to ask and use the vague version of the question I will actually remember. What was the thing about ARM XVE, right? Stash combines conventional SQLite search with local embeddings, retrieve only eligible saved items, and asks the local model to answer from that evidence. The response is not an unsupported summary from the internet. Each partial claim stays tied to a clickable citation, and the matching source card remains visible underneath. I can open the exact stash that supported the answer. If my archive does not contain the answer, Stash says so instead of embedding a source. Sometimes the thing I remember was never imported. For an explicit file finding request, Stash can search file names across the Mac and mount the external drive. That does not give the interface a shell or a raw file system access. Stash runs in the protected main process, and the Redra receives narrow opaque results with deliberate open actions. Stash understands that different memories need different interfaces. A quote emphasizes the word, author, and source, and it just shows its premise and status. A to-do is checkable. A reminder has a due time, snooze, recurrence, and completion. Code preserves its language and copy action. Images lead with their local version caption. Screenshots are different again, right? When Stash detects credentials like text, or when I deliberately lock the computer, it encrypts the payload before ordinary storage. The archive shows a lock card with explicit reveal and copy action, then relocks automatically. Privacy is not a marketing toggle here, right? It shapes the architecture. SQLite through Prisma is the source of truth. Attachments are copied into the app managed storage. Database, file systems, encryptions, notifications, and AI education stay in the desktop main process behind the narrow typed IPC. The source secrets use AEX256 GCM with the vault key protected by macOS Secure Storage. Private attempts are excluded from ordinary search preview. Embeddings, enrichment, ask screen memories, logs, and notification text by default. All intelligence runs locally through KVAC on lookback at 127.0.0.1. Stash uses one tested default stack for language, vision, semantic search, and whisper transcription. Abstracted behind the AI SDK, users never choose providers, models, or API keys. There are no accounts, cloud providers, analytics, telemetry, or mandatory network calls after setup. The first launch clearly shows the real 4GB model download with measure byte, percentages on separate chat and vision, semantic search, and voice stages. Saving remains available throughout. After setup, inference workloads line. Stash is designed around the simple belief personal software should help us remember without requiring us to surrender our memory. It gives the desktop a new kind of inbox one that accepts the mess immediately, understands it quietly, and returns the right source when we need it. Save anything, ask it back, and keep it yours. Thank you.